Hey guys, Chris with Lightning is back, and today I am actually going to be doing a review of SS Figuarts Shinjuku Seiho Kamen Rider Kuuga Rising Ultimate Form. This is kind of like the power up of the actual final form that Kuuga has from Kamen Rider Decade. Now, you guys know that I kind of think that Kuuga is literally the ultimate secondary rider for Kamen Rider Decade, so I basically had to get this guy, especially since I still can't get Dragon, Titan, or even Pegasus yet. But don't worry, once I will get them one of these days, just not right now. So, instead, I actually got this guy, which in reality I was actually trying to get Ultimate Kuuga so I could have the black eyes by Kamen Rider Decade with the Neo Decade driver, but this guy, I am actually glad that I got this guy more so. And yeah, I mean, this is just awesome. So we're going to go over paint apps and articulation right now. Now, first things first is actually going to be paint apps, which, let me get this guy into an actual sort of static pose. Rather than like his signature pose. And yeah, the eyes are actually a very nice compound red, as I will shine this guy with the light on him. Yeah, sorry, my light in here is not that good, so it's kind of crap for what it is, but it's better than nothing. I mean, the gold is actually a pretty nice gold. I kind of like it. And I mean, I'm not really crazy on like the black gemstones with since it kind of has like a matte finish to them compared to the glossy black of the gemstones, it works. I just wish there was some more like definition, probably like a gold outline around it. Probably is not accurate to what the costume was, but that's just my personal opinion. I like the black veins, and even the gold lining on the helmet looks pretty good. And the gold spikes. And the silver, hang on. And the silver really does pop, and the Amadon is actually different. Because let me get normal Kuuga here. Yeah, and as you can see, normal Kuuga with his mighty form, the belt has a little bit more like red, blue, green, purple with the other stuff, with an actual gold going through the Amadon. But with here, the gold is actually more around the center, with the actual silver things replacing the lines from here. So yeah, I'll bring this guy back soon, so that we can actually go over on how much this guy actually does borrow from Kuuga in a lot of different ways. So yeah, we're going to go over articulation now. And with articulation, it's going to be hindered slightly because of the actual collar right here. So Rising Ultimate Kuuga can only look that far up, this far down, and you can look side to side and lean side to side, which kind of does get some pretty good expression out of this guy, even with some of the stiffness of the neck. But yeah, and both arms can go this far up, and the shoulder pads are on a hinge, and they can swerve a little bit because of swerviness. And both arms are double jointed. There is actually no bicep swivel right up here, but you can at least move the shoulders at least a little bit. Sorry. My camera with my new phone sometimes has trouble focusing. Both knees are actually double jointed. And even the foot can swivel. And the legs can go that far forward. And this far back. That has not happened. So this is actually the first time on camera where the knee pad actually pops off. So if you get your Rising Ultimate Kuuga, just be mindful that might happen. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah. Oh, forgot to mention, it does have the symbol of the Rising Ultimate here, so I kind of like that. It's a nice carryover for the Rising stuff. And yeah, so you can actually get some pretty good actual... Oh, and he can also crunch that far forward. So you can actually get some pretty good, like, poses for rider kicks. Like, shua. But yeah. And I'll actually... And because of how beefy the suit is, it does hinder some articulation, but it is still actually pretty good. And I've been loving to do photographs with this guy. Now, I'm actually going to show you what I mean that you could still tell it's Kuuga inside of the suit, no matter if it's going to be Goda Yusuke or Onodora Yosuke. Mainly because Godai also gets the Rising Ultimate form for Kamen Rider Wizard. So yeah, here is actually Kuuga. Even though Rising Ultimate is a bit more bulky, you can still tell that it's actually Kuuga inside of the suit. So yeah. And they even look good standing right next to each other. So yeah, that's enough out of that, and I am going to go over on what this guy comes with. Kuuga comes with, right out of the box, your normal fist hand, so you can actually get into some boxing stances, or if you're ready to just throw down just to wall up on the Grongi or some of your enemies, you can do that. And here he is with some relaxed hands, so that you can just kind of stand there before you walk menacingly to your enemies, ready with pyrokinesis. Some splayed out action pose hands when you're about to do your rider kicks, or even for pyrokinesis. The signature action pose hands that he normally has. And my personal favorite, the dark eyes. Mainly because this makes this form look a lot more menacing and a lot more dangerous. So yeah, I mean, you can have like a lot of fun with this figure, and I'm having an absolute joy with this. So let me get this guy into a neutral pose, and then we'll go over size comparisons. And here is Rising Ultimate Kuuga in a normal stance. And even though I'm bringing this guy out, I have to reiterate on his size with Mighty. Here he is standing with Kuuga Mighty form. Nothing too rad. And here he is next to Kamen Rider Decade. Now, if you really want to get like with final forms and all that stuff, here he is next to Decade Complete, which I think because of the horns, Rising Ultimate Kuuga is going to be a little bit taller, but still can work to your advantage, since not all rider suits are equal. there he is next to a DC McFarlane's figure of Simon Baz's Power Ring. No. No. Hang on real quick. This guy is giving me the trigger triples. Yep, there he is. And Power Ring, of course, towers over this version of Kuuga. And here he is next to Mezco Superman with the recovery suit head, mainly because it reminds me of the 90s. So, yeah. I mean, my final thoughts, I really love this guy. If you want to get him, then go ahead. But, yeah. So, that's all that I got for you today. This is Chris Maloney, wishing for lighting. To protect you guys, see you around.